Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving you match analysis for the match between Al Raed versus Al Hilal. Let's get into this one. Once again, I am going into this watching everything at the first time with the audience. Okay, let's go. That's a very big ID card. Cross into the box. Goal. This is a funny goal. Because normally I don't like people crossing into the box, but since almost the whole squad is in the box, I don't think this goal should go in. Because I don't know what's happening. Because if you look at it, okay, let's not count him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 players. 7 defensive players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this particular area. So they actually have men to spare, but what exactly does happen? This gap here opens up. Terrible attempt to trap it, or I don't know if he just hits him or he traps it, and then Mitrovic takes advantage. It hits him, and the problem is, how do you leave that big of a gap when there are so many of you there? I don't know, someone should have picked up, 2 people should have picked up Mitrovic. We already know how clinical this man is. Once again, another situation where everyone is in the box and the ball goes into the back of the net. How? How can you have this many players? Like, how? What's the set? How are you defending? Like, there's so many players here. Here already there are 6. There's how? Alright, this is a funny. Alright, so he traps it and then takes that extra touch. Keeper saves it, unfortunately. So there's a free man. Free man that's unmarked. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. 8 defenders in the box, and yet you leave a man free like this. Because I already know what happens. Because I pointed out so many times, everyone was following the ball. Everyone's attention was on the ball. No one said, no one decided to pick up. I don't know. It's so frustrating. I know it's a bit of chaos, but come on. You have enough men to spare. You have enough men to crowd out areas like this. You have enough. Oof. It just hurts. And then the worst part is, because there are all these bodies in front of the keeper, that probably the keeper can't see it, and that's a good strike. So you can ask how this team is defending their set pieces. That's a good touch. So once again, everyone's following the ball. He's going there. No. He's doing his job. He forced him wide. He's going there. Everyone is going towards where the ball is going to be played, which means if everyone goes that side, there will be a gap that opens itself up here. The keeper does do good, because this is hit very hard, or maybe he could afford to let it roll, but otherwise I'm not going to say much. And number 7 here is just standing. Everyone is flat-footed, no one is on their toes, and that's what leads to this goal. He actually takes us. He could have done something. He definitely could have done something. Otherwise, it's just poor marking. That's a love. Oof, that's a good ball. That's an excellent. Look at that. And I think that's off the outside or on his left foot. Oof, that's filthy. That is filthy. The runner here, they have more than enough men to spare for one player to go there. They have more than enough men to spare. Yeah, they'll push it there, and once again, it's somewhat similar, whereby everyone is going towards the direction or where they assume the ball will be, and then they just leave a man unmarked. No one picks him up. So if you're going off the transition, if you're defending a transition, best thing to do, if you see someone unmarked, just mark him. He could have gone. They just leave him alone. Yeah, just mark the player that you see unmarked, because even still, this is very good because he's surrounded by so many players. So here, It's a very good pass, and also this is a lovely finish. And usually when a goal goes near the keeper's near post, people say no, he should have caught it. But that one, nothing much I can say about that, because this is a really well picked out pass. This is a brilliant finish. You see that? That's the difference. See that? He takes the quickest of glances. He knows he's going to move forward, so so his body will vacate this space here. And yeah, but that finish. Oof. Alright, so let's play. Let's see how this plays out. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Alright, so he gets the ball here. I think they do. I think someone is supposed to engage because they have more than enough men to engage. Because if you look at this, if we were to draw this line here, yeah, the same line as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's just 2 here, and even if we were to draw it, yeah, I think they're not rushing to get back into their shape. If we play it some more, I like how he pushes it, and then he does the right thing. He waits because he knows there's someone behind him. Now, it's just one of those unfortunate things whereby his touch actually sets the attacker up. And you know what? I wouldn't get as mad. And then I also can't blame him because he was preparing. He was assuming the ball would get played into the player here and then a cross would be played. So, I can't really say it's something that I would be upset as, because you can see there's effort. It's one, you do the right things, but that's football sometimes. You do the right things, but you get a very bad result. In which case, it's conceding a goal, and it's actually a very well taken goal. Because you can see what they were trying to do. You can see. So you see that he sees it. This is actually very good. He goes out to try and get the ball. He is there waiting just in case it goes there. He actually gets a touch, and actually, yeah, they would have actually sorted this out, because you see, immediately he played that pass, he moved. Unfortunately, him moving also meant he created that space in which the player uses to shoot, and that's actually that one is just one of those that just didn't go well. You could see the plan. Oh no. I mean, I feel sorry for these guys, because here they did the right thing. So you see, the player got a touch there, so what they anticipated came true. Now here, he's alone, so that's why. But goodness is that he reads it. He once again, that's what I like. He reads it, he tries to get out. And now unfortunately he does leave this here, because I don't think realizes there's someone behind him that he's now been tasked to mark. This number 4 lets his man go there. Otherwise I do feel sorry, because look at this. You see, he immediately engages. Okay, I think he could have been more onto the other side. He goes down a little too quickly. Yeah, I don't think he should have gone down that quickly into the box. Yeah, and the number 4 that let his man go watches the goal go into the back of his net. I mean, the first time they did it, they did the right thing, wrong result. Here, they kind of let it go. Here, number 4 lets his man go way too easily, and there's not much you can do. Long ball played. Goalkeeper, okay. Long ball played, right? The goalkeeper here makes an error. I don't think there's more than enough men to take care of this particular situation. There's more than enough men to take care of this. There really is. He rushes, and then it's a easy goal. Not much I could say about it. Just the keeper. The keeper scores on himself there. I don't see why he had to do that. And yeah, that's a very good strike. And that's a good strike, but as a coach, I'd be upset, because if a player starts with the ball from here, goes all the way here, and manages to take a shot there, I would be upset. That's just too easy. And there's more than enough men here. He doesn't really, he sells himself. Because I don't really think he puts himself in a position to attack if he decided to go this way. He's just going there for formality. He's just going there just to say, I reached. And he doesn't do enough. And then everyone is tracking back. They give him too much space. Number 21, you did well trying to cut out those, those through balls to the white player. But here you should have done better. You should have rushed out further. Not further, quicker. Should have rushed out quicker. And then he runs back again. I don't know why. Because at that point, because at where he is, he's blocking the goalkeeper, number one. Number two, if he was to shoot and then he hits him, that ball was never going on target. He should have rushed. I think it's because of the previous situations where someone would let the ball off, he chases, and I think that affects him. But this is just too easy of a goal to concede. If I was a coach, I would be angry because there's more than enough men to deal with this. But let's not take away from the strike. Yeah, but better defense is needed. That is too easy. Too easy of a goal to concede. Look at that. That's too easy. Alright. Ooh, that's the most obvious penalty. That is such an obvious penalty. Yeah, but just because people couldn't push out quick. Alright, so practically playing for pride. He takes the ball. What I like is that how well he shields it to the extent the defender has to now start dragging him. That's the most obvious penalty I've seen. I don't know how he assumed he would get away with that. I don't know how he assumed he would get. Maybe it's because he thought it was outside, but no, that's a penalty. That's lovely. Does he almost roof it? And yeah, he just fair play, nice dive. That's a good strike. Yeah, otherwise, that was the match between Al Raed versus Al Hilal. 8 goals scored in this, and incredible. And apparently, this is, who's this? Win on, a new manager for Al Hilal. I'm not sure what's going on there, but a good win, lots of goals, great game. Yeah, so that's been the match analysis. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.